Welcome to CLJ News, where your choice is the student voice, covering a variety of topics here at our very own C.L. Jones Middle School. And now, live from the newsroom, your CLJ News team.
Welcome to CLJ News. I'm Noah.
And I'm Shelby. Today we are going to be covering multiple topics from our various team members, including Nebraska history, trends in physical education, excitement for summer, information about softball, and the new water lines in Minden.
We will then move on to additional stories including a day in the life of a 6th grade teacher, pros and cons of iPads in school, the State Hereford show, history of Western clothing, weather, a day in the life of a Minden city worker, and an update on the presidential elections. Now to Lola to discuss historical facts about the state of Nebraska.
Thanks, Noah. Hi, my name is Lola D, and today I'm going to be talking about Nebraska history. Let's get started. First, did you know that Nebraska was once called the Great Desert? In 1927, Edwin E. Perkins invented the powdery substance called Kool-Aid. Crazy, right? J. Sterling Morton founded Arbor Day in 1872. In 1950, Omaha became the home of the World Series. Now let's talk about the population in Nebraska. The population of Nebraska is 1,826,341. Nebraska is called the Cornhusker State and is 77,349 square miles. The state flower is called the goldenrod, and the state tree is called the cottonwood. Now I'm going to be telling you about some interesting facts. The world's largest exhibit, mammoth skeleton, was found in a farm in Lincoln County in 1922. And lastly, the Ogallala Aquifer runs through the 8 states extending through South Dakota and Texas. Thank you for listening to me talk about Nebraska history. Back to you, Shelby.
Thanks, Lola. Now to Olivia with our updates on our physical education program.
Thanks, Shelby. Hi, my name is Olivia. I'm going to tell you about the different trends we are doing in PE for 4th quarter. Lately in PE, we have been doing kickball, fitness activities, bike rides, and archery. Here is a video of the 8th graders doing fitness activities.
You're almost there.
PE stands for physical education. Each student should have at least an hour of exercise a day. Mr. Rouse helps make activities fun for students. When entering the gym, students walk around the volleyball court. Then that day, students get a chance to do archery or fitness activities. PE benefits students with physical health and mental health. PE helps to get students' blood flowing, and a little exercise helps make brain power. Back to you, Noah.
Some great exercise ideas, Olivia. Now to Hannah with our first Woman on the Street, story about C.L. Jones' excitement for summer.
Thanks, Noah. Hello, I'm Hannah M., the man on the street. Many students are looking forward to summer events, but the real question is,
I'm excited to hang out with friends this summer.
Hanging out with my friends.
I'm excited to go on bike rides with friends.
Hanging out with my friends.
I'm excited for my 4th of July party to spend with my family.
great answers. But not only people are enjoying these fun events, but they are also going on vacation.
I'm going to Minnesota to Mall of America.
Texas.
I'm going on vacation to Kansas City.
I'm going to Yellowstone National Park.
Thank you, participants. That's all for today. Back to you, Shelby.
I can't believe summer's almost here. Thanks for the exciting preview, Hannah M. Now let's learn more about our summer softball options from Megan.
Thanks, Shelby. Hello, this is Megan C. reporting from C.L. Jones Middle School, where I will be talking about softball. The history of softball dates back to 1887. While the sport was originally advertised as an indoor game for softball players looking to maintain their dexterity during the off-season, it gained so much popularity and recognized that it quickly became its own official sport. Now here are 5 fun facts you might not know about softball. Number 1, the original softball was a rolled-up boxing glove. Number 2, in 1991, softball was named as an Olympic sport for women. Number 3, softball was eliminated from the Olympics via a vote. Number 4, the first outdoor softball game was in Toronto, Canada in 1897. And the last fact is, the first World Softball Championship was in Melbourne, Australia in 1965. I hope you learned a little more about softball and are encouraged to play. Back to you, Shelby.
Thanks, Megan. Now let's get to some serious business about Minden's plans for that dirty, dingy water we've been seeing. I interviewed Mayor Ted Grease about the new water lines that they are putting in, so that the city could stay fresh. Here's the first question. When did you decide to change the water lines? The water has needed attention for years, but in 2014, the city hired an engineering firm to do a water study on what needed to be done. Following the study and assorted town hall meetings, the city proposed a 1% sales tax to fund the first part of the project called Phase 1. Actual construction began in the spring of 2015. Question 2. How long will it take to complete putting in all the new water lines? Phase 1 is projected to be completed by the fall of 2016. Question 3. How many people are working on this project? Ted Grease, quote, "The actual work is being done by a firm out of Tilden, Nebraska, called Rudgens Construction. They have many workers and assorted equipment on the job. He doesn't know the exact count." Question 4. What is the price for replacing the water lines? Ted Grease says Phase 1 will cost $2.5 million. Question 5. Where is the money coming from to complete the project? Ted Grease quotes, "Voters approved a 1% increase in the city's sales tax designated to fund this project. The vote was done in November 2014 and actually went into effect April of 2015. Question 6. Were there any specific meetings that took place in order for this to happen? Ted Grease says, yes, numerous meetings were conducted along with the water study and assorted town hall meetings. Question 7. Will any streets or the highway be occupied for special water line removal? Ted Grease quoted, "Most construction is taking place alongside streets in the right-of-way, but depending on the situation, there has been some excavation on city streets. However, only diverting traffic temporarily."
Hello everyone, my name is Noah V, and today we're going to be taking you on the inside life of a city worker. And now we'll be taking you to Minden's very own, my stepdad, Ryan Hurst. Now Ryan, where do you work and where is it located?
I work for the City of Minden Utilities Department, and it's based out of the water treatment facility and the wastewater treatment facility. They're both on the north and east side of town.
What is the day in the life of a city worker like?
Well, it just varies considerably. You know, we start off, me and my employees start off the day checking the water treatment facility and wastewater treatment facility to make sure they're operating correctly and adequately treating both the water, drinking water, and the wastewater. And then we can vary in just helping customers turn water on, replacing water meters. Right now we have 2 big projects going on, replacing the 55 blocks of water main in the city of Minden to help improve the water quality. So, yeah, it just can really depend on what the day brings.
What qualifications, attitudes, and work ethics do you need for this job?
Well, to be a utility worker, an entry-level job, basics in chemistry and biology help. The primary need for someone to have or qualification is the possession of a certification in either drinking water or wastewater. Those are obtained either by the Department of Health and Human Services on the drinking water or the Department of Environmental Quality for wastewater treatment. But as far as my position, a strong background or a college education in environmental science or you know, anything like that, or in the industry as a whole, then you'll see anybody from a high school graduate entering into the field or someone with a master's in chemical engineering. So the qualifications really depend on where you want to go in the career. So,
what are hours like as far as working on an average day goes?
So most government work is 8 to 5. So daily work is 8 a.m. till 5, and Monday through Friday, with usually most holidays off. But we are required to be on call, so we can, get called out at 2 o'clock in the morning if something breaks at the water treatment or wastewater treatment facilities, or if a water main breaks. There's been times where I started at 7 o'clock in the morning and got done the next day at 9 o'clock in the morning, so I work 24, 25 hours straight on projects, so it can really just depend on what emergencies come up.
Okay, and one final question for you. What is the strangest thing you've ever encountered in the line of work?
The strangest thing I've ever encountered. Well, there's been lots of strange things I've seen. Probably the strangest thing that ever happened to me personally was we had a pump at a wastewater plant that quit working, and so we decided to take the bottom off of it and check and see what was plugged in there. And we let the water back wash out, and out came a snapping turtle this big that was dead, lodged himself up into the pump. So that was the most interesting thing I've ever had to witness, and there's been other things that have been interesting, but when we dig a lot of these projects, we can find really interesting things buried in the ground, and so it's pretty cool.
Okay. Thank you for your time with us, Ryan. I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Noah. Many regions have many country western styles. My favorite is the southwestern region. I'm going to talk about boots, buckles, and hats. There are many brands of boots. For example, Fat Boys, Ariats, Justin, Durango, and Danfoss. Many people wear boots on a daily basis, for rodeos or just for farming, according to several different stories and legends. The first pairs of cowboy boots were made by a shoemaker in Kansas or Texas. After the Civil War was over in 1865, the cowboys who were driving cattle across the country, they discovered they needed a different style of boots. Belt buckles can be traditional. For example, weddings, rodeos, or on a daily basis. Today's belt buckle has evolved over a period of time. Belt buckle developed in ancient Rome and China. And lastly, cowboy hats. For some people, they would wear for tradition. For example, weddings, rodeos, or on a daily basis.
Thanks for the fashion tips, Crystal. Let's move forward to hear about our weather forecast from Melody.
Tuesday the 31st. High is at 73 degrees and low is at 52 degrees. Showers all through the day. Wednesday the 1st. High is at 76 degrees and low is at 76 degrees. Mostly sunshine with some little bits of clouds. Thursday the 2nd. High is at 76 degrees and low is at 56 degrees. Thunderstorms all through the day. Friday the 3rd. High is at 75 degrees and low is at 46 degrees. Thunderstorms all day long. Saturday the 4th. High is at 70 degrees and low is at 46 degrees. Rain clouds and rain all day.
Shelby, hi, I'm Hannah. On June 3rd through the 5th in Kearney is the National Junior Hereford Show. There are about 1,231 juniors that go to this exciting event. You can show either horned or foaled Hereford, heifers, cows, calves, and steers. Check-in will be from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock p.m. on Friday, June 3rd. If you want more information on what will be happening daily and to see the rules and regulations, go to nebraskaherefords.com. Plus, this event is so much fun to go to because you get to meet amazing people and learn tons of new techniques. Also, it's for ages 7 years old and older. However, you have to be a member of the Nebraska Junior Hereford Association, and all animals must be registered in the American Hereford Association.
Hello, this is Alexia reporting from CLJ Middle School, where there are news articles every day. I'm here to inform you about the 2016 presidential elections. As you may know, when election time comes around the corner, those times are stressful for the people who are really into that kind of stuff. For instance, you might be on the Democratic side and a president from the Republican side is overthrowing the person you want to win. In addition, you have to be 18 years of age or older to vote.
Thanks, Lexi. And that's today's news.
Thank you for tuning in to CLJ News,
Where your choice is the student voice. Bye!